Hello everyone, welcome to another Slow Life Guides yoga class. I'm Katie and Tuck is going to be your model today. Tucker wrote a fantastic article on Wednesday about core strengthening poses, and we are going to do some of those poses today for a core strengthening yoga class. So go ahead and start from a standing position at the top of your mat. We're going to warm up the body with 3 half vinyasas. Go ahead and take a deep inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead, reaching nice and high. Exhale, fold, hinging at the hips, fingertips to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your hands all the way up. Gaze at your fingertips. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reaching up, nice and high. Exhale, fold, hinging at the hips, spreading through the sit bones. Inhale, half lift, lifting through your chin. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up, nice and tall, reaching high. Beautiful. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time. Deep inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Spreading the sit bones. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach all the way up, nice and high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. Now we're going to do a few modified sun salutation A's. Deep inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Plant your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bend your knees so that your hands are flat on the mat. Step back into a high plank position. We're going to drop our knees down to the mat for this first one. Untuck the back toes. A complete ray of energy from your knees all the way out through the crown of your head, pushing the ground away. Allowing your abs to take over here as you sink your hips a little bit lower. When we lower ourselves all the way down to the mat in just a second, I want to make sure that your elbows are glued to your sides. So let's go ahead and exhale, lower down all the way. Beautiful. Untuck your toes and extend your arms back towards your toes. We're going to do locust pose here today. So on an inhale, lift your toes, lift your arms, lift your chest and your head. Keep breathing. If you can, even lift your knees up off the mat. We're strengthening through our back and our side body here. Keep breathing. And exhale, come down. Bring your fingertips underneath your shoulder blades. Curl your toes underneath you. And push all the way up to a high plank. Send your hips high, downward facing dog. Let's pedal out our dog, maybe bend through one leg and then the other. Gaze at our navel, chin to chest. On your next inhale, look at your fingertips. And step your right foot up. And then your left as well. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Exhale to heart center. Inhale, reach your arms nice and high. Exhale, fold. Your fingertips are on the mat and you're stepping back to a high plank. With your knees up, you do have the option here to lower them down to the mat. If that's where you are today, that's totally fine. We're going to do 3 chaturanga push-ups. So our elbows are going to be glued to our sides here. And on the exhale, we're lowering down halfway, chaturanga push-up. Inhale, push-up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, push-up, straight arms. One more time. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, push up. Wonderful. Extend your hips high, downward facing dog. Breathe here, chin to chest, expanding through the sit bones to either side. And on your next inhale, take a look at your fingertips and step up to meet them. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach all the way up. Fingertips to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach your fingertips up, expanding through your chest and back. Exhale, folding forward. Hands down to the mat, generous bend in the knees. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands and step back to a high plank. Notice where your weight is right now. Is it in your toes or in your hips? Wherever it is, I want you to think about being a little bit lighter by tightening through your abs. Go ahead and shift your weight onto your right side so you can lift your left arm up into the sky. Nice proud chest. Option to lower your right knee down here for additional stability. But we're lifting through our hips. Wonderful side plank here. On your next exhale, bring your left hand down, back into plank, and then shift your weight onto the left side so you can expand your chest open, lifting through your right hand. Side plank on the other side. Keep breathing. And go ahead and bring that left hand down to your mat once more. We're here in a high plank. Lower down to lower plank. Inhale, upward facing dog, flip over your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog, flipping over our toes once more, chin to chest. Breathe here. Think about spreading your fingertips and really pushing the ground away, sending the energy out through your glutes. Shift your weight forward into a high plank position. And then we're going to lower down onto our forearms for a lower plank, a lower forearm plank. The backs of our legs are lifted and strong, and our fingertips are flat on the mat. Breathe here. Start to tiptoe your feet up to meet your elbows. We're moving into dolphin pose. Make sure you're pushing the ground away so you're not collapsing into your shoulder girdle. Extending down through the heels. Breathe here. Find your breath. Find stillness. Walk your feet back to your forearm plank. And then we're going to come up to a high plank once more. Hold here, 2 breaths. And then drop down to your knees for a tabletop position. Our shoulders are stacked over our wrists and our hips are stacked over our knees. Inhale your right arm forward and your left leg back for bird dog. Nice strong and straight back leg, reaching forward. Breathing here, slow and steady. And go ahead and relax that hand and knee back down. Switching sides, left hand up, right knee back. Making sure both hip bones are facing towards the mat and we're not opening up to the side. Breathe here. Find your stability. And then exhale, come back down. Wonderful. Go ahead and drop your hips to the side and swing them in front of you. We're going to be working on boat pose to work our lower abs. And what I want you to think about in this pose is finding your edge. You're not going to be working so hard that you are about to fall over, but you do want to be shaking just a little bit and challenging yourself. So to start off, we're going to bring our feet to the mat, our knees bent, rolling our shoulders down our spine. This is a great place to start. You can start to lean back a little bit, and you'll start to feel it in your lower abs. For an additional challenge, bring your hands up and lift your feet up off the mat so that your shins are parallel to the mat. Making sure to breathe here. Additional challenge, you can straighten your legs. Again, this is an option and isn't for everybody. It's something to work up to. Keep breathing. Find your variation. And bring your feet down to the mat. Hug your knees in to relax. And we're going to do that one more time. Finding whatever variation is going to challenge you today. Go ahead and find that variation of boat pose. Arms extended. Breathing and hardening through the abs. You got it. Hold it there. And go ahead and relax down. Hugging your knees in. And then come to a reclined position. So our backs are on the mat. We're going to extend our legs up so that our feet are standing on the sky. Slowly lower down your legs, strong and straight, to a hover over the mat. Inhale to bring them up. Do that once more. Lower them down as slow as you can. And inhale them back up. Let's do it one more time. Lower down, really tightening through the lower belly. And inhale them back up. Beautiful. Hug your knees into your chest. Maybe roll side to side. And now let's go ahead and drop our knees to the right side. You can scoot your hips over to the left, back to the center of your mat to really get into that twist. And I want your gaze to go left as well. We're stretching out those abs after working them. And you can repeat these exercises as much as you like. Go ahead and lift your knees and then drop them over to the other side. Your gaze goes to the right. And you're breathing slow and steady here. Inhale, lift your knees back up to center. Hug them tightly into your chest, giving them a big old squeeze. Thank you for slowing down and taking time on your mat today. Extend your legs out long and your arms by your side for your final resting position of Shavasana.